First of all, I would thank you for this opportunity to share in this service and this opportunity to give thanks to God together for the life of Dr. David Landsborough. It's a privilege, and I thank you for that opportunity to be here. We as a family moved from Ireland to Redhill in 1984, and so for some 12 years while I was there, I was David's minister. In fact, I moved there just very shortly before the death of Granny Land, who, as you maybe know, lived to be 100. David and Jean were retired and living in Coulsdon. At least in theory, they were retired. But David kept disappearing every now and again to go back to Taiwan to fill in or to, I think just every so often the urge to go back to Taiwan got too much for him and he had to go back. Even then, when he was around, we never quite were sure how many visitors would appear with him on a Sunday morning when he came to church, because it seemed that anyone from Taiwan who came to England or indeed who was even passing through England on their way to somewhere else stayed at their house. That perhaps wasn't completely true, but that's the way to an outsider it seemed. That anyone who appeared in London at all, well, you knew where they stayed with David and Jean. So, and it was never an inconvenience, and they were never too busy. There was always a welcome. The door was always open to our friends from Ireland. When they were away, there was always notes or cards appeared with them on any sort of occasion, especially for our children. Always a little card would appear or a note to encourage them, just to show their interest in them. Most of us, I think, have good intentions to do those sort of things. At least as I speak for myself right now, I always think it would be nice to drop so-and-so a card. The unfortunate thing is I so rarely get around to it. But they seem to always make the time to do it. The love that both of them were held in was shown by the care of Jean and the love shown to Jean during her final illness, by the thoughts, the prayers, and the practical care that was shown by doing the kind of these people for. That love was there for both of them. You have to say something about David, but I find it actually quite difficult to say something about David, because he was one of the most modest men I ever met. He let his faith shine in his life. But as to his personal life, as to his personal achievements, that was all carefully hidden. He didn't talk about those things. But occasionally, maybe a Bible study or something like that, something would, as it were, slip out, almost accidentally. Something about his training, or something about, I remember him talking about treating wounded soldiers during the war. I had no idea if he was anywhere near the front line, but sort of that slipped out in a reference in a Bible study one time. So what I knew about him had to be gleaned from those little snippets. On one occasion, he said he had to go to the United States, and off he went. I assumed it was some sort of trip that he was taking to the United States. It was some time later that from someone else I heard that he'd actually gone to the United States to receive a very prestigious award from the time when he used to be there. But of course, David didn't say anything about that. That had to be leaked, as it were, by someone else. In our lives, we are fortunate if we get to meet saints. In David and Jean, I had the good fortune to meet two people who who live their Christian faith in everything they do. And I know that if they were here, they would be thoroughly embarrassed by what I've just said. But I give thanks that I have the privilege to be their minister and to share with them so much. And thank you for the opportunity to do this.